Hey guys, your boy TheSecPaq, and we're back with another reaction video today. Now, we got Malistrip, most dangerous in East London. Shout out Kid Nerd, another mini documentary banger. Can't lie, man, I've been looking forward to this one. A lot of you have been asking for this one as well. We did recently react to the Central C Digger D sort of violent backstory that Kid Nerd did as well. Can't lie, that one's quite an enjoyable video. So if you haven't gone check that one out, make sure you go check that one out. Run up the views on that one as well. But if you don't want to see more like this, make sure you smash that red subscribe button, hit that post notification bell as well, so you can see when the new bangs come out. And make sure you drop any suggestions you want me to check out down below in the comment section. And likewise, if you want to see videos like this, but of other sets and abroad as well, New York, wherever, France, wherever it is, let me know down below in the comment section. But other than that, go follow all my socials and I'll check out the Spotify playlist. Wow, man is moving mad today. Check out the Spotify playlist and my Amazon affiliate link in the description box too. Now, before we check this one out, man, I think a lot of us already know Malistrip on badness. 5 bodies, 1 block. That's all we're gonna say. That's some Olympics shit, fam. That's some Olympics shit, fam. Like, you're out here chinging like it's fucking fencing, bro. You're out here chinging like you're doing the javelin, bro. Like, what is going on? 5 bodies, 1 block. At that point, you need armed police stationed at all times. Like, I don't know how you can operate like that then. How the civilians, the people living there can live. But clearly, Malistrip are doing something correct, car. They get away with it. So we're gonna see what this one's saying. But all jokes aside, man, rest in peace to anyone who's passed away. But we're gonna check this one out. Malistrip, most dangerous, I'm guessing, gang in East London. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Your boy Kid Nerd here, back with another video. And today we're talking about the Malistrip. Now, a hell of a lot of you guys have requested for this video, so let's try and smash 1k likes for my next video. And guys, if you remember last video, I said follow my Insta for a prize. I actually had to blur out my Insta in the video, because you guys are going absolutely brazy with the follow requests. Nearly 200 of you guys requested me. But today's winner is Pringles PRVT. So if that's you, please send me a message and collect your prize. But I actually made a new Insta. Should be on the screen now. Follow that one, and I'll pick a random follower for the chance to win a £50 Amazon gift card. One last thing as well. Everything I talk about in these videos are public knowledge, by the way. I'm not spewing any secrets or underground information, just a quick disclaimer for all my videos. Anyway, let's get into this video. Now, Malistrip is a gang from the Leighton and Walthamstow area. There's actually 2 different sets that make up this gang. El Tizzy, which reps the E10 postcode, and SJ, which reps the E17 postcode. Now I mention postcodes, I mean more where the gangs are based rather than rep. Unlike a lot of other gangs in London nowadays, Malistrip doesn't really beef over the area you're from. Their beefs are all drug and revenge related, which is how gangs should be, technically speaking. I'm not encouraging any type of gang activity.
That's how it should be. Man said that's how it should be, fam. Let's be real, man. That is how it is, man. No one's beefing someone just cause they're from some next ends for no reason. Like, some beef's generational, you know what I'm saying? It gets passed on, but it all starts from some sort of problem. Like, it's not just none of them just wake up one day and say these niggas are from fucking Tottenham, mine's from fucking Enfield, we're gonna just from Edmonton, we're just gonna start beefing, bro. Like, it was never like that. But I get what you're saying though. Like, the beefs, a lot of the beefs nowadays, they're from problems, but the actual people beefing don't actually have real problems. Like, they're kind of just doing it because their batches are doing it. But yeah,
all drug and revenge related, which is how gangs should be, technically speaking. I'm not encouraging any type of gang activity, of course, but obviously it does make sense why a gang would have an issue with another gang if they're stopping them from making money. Now, the Malistrip gang control most of the drugs being served in the areas, but this wasn't always the case. See, most Malistrip older members originated from another group called the Booming Boys, who were originally a Jamaican-based gang who used to run the area. The Booming Boys are based in an estate in East London called Booming Road, and they are the longest established gang in the area, and are thought to have around 100 members. In the late 90s especially, they were seen as the most dominant gang in the area, but the Booming gang has always had issues with neighbouring gangs in the area, like the Oliver Close gang, or OCG, when a member of OCG robbed a member of Booming Boys over a dispute over drugs. So the Booming crew around these times was the biggest gang in the area, because of the size of their estate. But because they were beefing so many different smaller areas, they were starting to get outnumbered. Estates are the UK version of the projects, if you don't know. And just like what we're seeing a lot now with these older crime-ridden estates, a lot of Booming is now being demolished and refurbished.
That building got, I thought that was an estate, fam. That is crazy. You see how that thing got detonated, fam? Fuck. Brother. That thing dropped so fast. If you was sitting on the roof, fam, you'd still be on the sitting there in the air, fam, before that shit hit the floor, bro. Like, that shit is crazy.
And just like what we're seeing a lot now with these older crime-ridden estates, a lot of Booming is now being demolished and refurbished in an attempt to gentrify the area and push more lower-income families further away from London. So it's got to the point where pretty much all members of the Booming gang don't actually live on the Booming estate anymore. And this is a reality for pretty much most gangs in London right now. Many blocks which had high gang activity have now been demolished and rebuilt, which means most original gang members will be forced to relocate, and gang leaders will have to recruit new people from neighbouring areas. But because of Booming's big reputation, recruiting wasn't really an issue for them. But anyway, yeah, Booming boys included a lot of these Malistrip members until they split from the gang and created their own organisation. This is more than likely to create their own drug lines and territory, or it could have been because of personal reasons inside the gang itself. But either way, Malistrip now beefed the Booming boys gang over territory. Now what a lot of people don't know about the Malistrip gang, it isn't just a Somali gang, despite the name Malistrip. The founding members of the gang were Somali, but there's all different types of races and ethnicities who were part of the gang. Now Malistrip has caused such a massive disruption to the borough, because these guys are really some savages. And
I'm just gonna say, yeah, but Kid Nerd is telling the story well, fam. Man is actually paying attention. Like, I'm kind of enjoying the way he's telling this shit, fam. Like, it's not even dry. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just crack a joke or whatever, you're kind of just like watching it is what it is, but it's not crazy. But this is properly interesting.
Gang. Now, Malistrip has caused such a massive disruption to the borough, because these guys are really some savages, and they've managed to clean up a lot of drug trade in the area, while also running county line operations outside of London, where I said they also operate in Essex, and even all the way to Scotland. And they've caused such a massive disruption that they're literally beefing the whole of their borough. So they're from a borough called Waltham Forest, and if you don't know what boroughs are, they're pretty much sections in London. I think there's around 32 boroughs in London, and the main gangs in the borough, apart from Malistrip, are the Booming Crew, LGR, Priory Court.
Brother, this is kind of crazy. Oh, damn that hit, man. Anyway, brother, what is going on here? Chingford Hall E4, Selrack. But Chingford Hall is that whole area, fam. Fuck, I just got it. But that is crazy. Chingford Hall. But there must be no one up there, fam. It must be dry. A lot of people don't even realise, fam. Like, the Walthamstow, yeah, is next door to Tottenham, fam. Like, it's not even like a thing where, like, oh, you got... Bro, it's a 5-minute drive to Tottenham. You can see here. Bro, Walthamstow ends there, yeah. Like, the whole borough, yeah. Waltham Forest, yeah, whatever. White Hart Lane's right there, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Arnold's Grove, Wood Green, bro. Bro, I'm surprised, fam. There's no, bro, imagine Malistrip beefing like some Tottenham sets, fam. That would be crazy. That would be fucking Ronaldo versus Messi, fam. That would be some crazy shit. But there's a lot of batches here, bro. Stony Down, the Green Gang Alliance. Bro, Bowman Crew, Marley Boys, Malistrip, Drive, DM Crew, Boundary Boys. That's a big batch, fam.
On Higham Hill, and Malistrip are literally beefing all of these gangs. Some of these gangs literally set aside their beef just to focus on beefing Malistrip, which means these guys must be really putting on some pressure. But Malistrip isn't the only Somalian-based gang that have shown their ruthlessness. Other Somali gangs like Agar Grove in Camden have also shown they're not to play with. And this isn't just a UK thing. Somali gangs.
Man said like Agar Grove. It's not. It's just active gang. Agar Grove's the road, isn't it? Like it's like the area. But I get what you're saying though. But I wouldn't say. I mean, that's kind of like saying, I even know, man, like, I don't even know.
Grove in Camden have also shown they're not to play with. And this isn't just a UK thing. Somali gangs have dominated a lot of other countries like Sweden and Canada, where they operate mass drug operations over there as well, and have a big reputation of being quite savage. But when we look into the history of Somalia, we can start to see why. Like, these Somali-born people would have been surrounded by violence most of their life, with constant civil wars, conflicts with Ethiopia, and piracy taking over the country. I guess a lot of these Somali gang members are just a product of their environment, which is sad because deep down, Somalis are one of the most funny and genuine people you'll meet. But anyway, back to Malistrip. So as I said, they're pretty much beefing their whole borough, but they have made little alliances, like a smaller gang in the area called the DM Crew. And when I say alliances, I mean pretty much absorbing the gang. Because Malistrip is such a massive group, they've managed to take over smaller gangs and building their enterprise. Which can work.
Sense though, it's kind of like networking, isn't it? Cause I think about it, you're from Malistrip, yeah, big batch, yeah. Then you got DM Crew, little batch, yeah. So you managed to link up to back a beast or whatever, cool. But then when you start linking with the Malistrip guys, you find out, man, them are actually kind of funny, fam. They're kind of blessed niggas, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? You're busting jokes, getting waved, catching wines, beating jazzers, everything like that. Cool. So whatever, you're baking off now, and then you clock, raw. Like, man trying to make bread, what you man saying? Like, and then the man is saying, yeah, man, do this thing. You know about this thing. You're like, oh, no, I didn't know about that, bro. And he puts you on. So you man are kind of, just because you're blessed now, you're kind of put on a profit, like money-making schemes soon come up. All sorts of things. At that point, bro, sooner or later, fam, you're the same gang. You're all chilling together constantly.
Good on the money side of things, but can cause a lot of trouble for the gangs as well. Sometimes this creates sort of a divide in between gangs, like the Somalian gang TPO in North London. They have two completely different sets branch out the gang, which both beef each other, which is hella weird because they both roll with the same name TPO. And it's just like 1 minute you're friends and 1 minute you're not. And it could even just be one person within that group. You could all literally be fine. There could be 10 guys from this gang, 10 guys from that gang. Everyone's fine with each other, but it could literally be that one member that has a problem with another member. And they might have a fight, and then their friends are obviously going to back each other with the fight, and it could just create a massive divide. Even within that tight circle, when things are getting hard, maybe there's not enough money coming through, maybe there's a drought with drugs, some people will look into their circle and think, who can we rob? But I know I refer to Malistrip as a gang, but in reality I say they're much organised than what you would call just a normal street gang, and they have very active operations in place to stop law enforcement, and they heavily monitor police activity just to make sure they're safe. This includes waiting outside police stations to record police number plates, placing spotters around the area to warn of police presence, and even gathering police officers' information.
These man moving like them cartels in the favelas and shit. You know that, oh, was it Ross Kemp when you went Marseille, fam? If you lot haven't seen that, that's crazy, but I know some of you lot are on it, so you've probably seen it. But it was it Marseille or Lyon? I think it was Marseille. Went to some crazy estate, fam. That estate was just bang out, fam, do you know what I'm saying? And then brother was there, but was youths in that just as spotters, fam, just letting the hood niggas know there's a car in the estate that don't belong to no one that live in the estate. Bro, the estate got like fucking 50 floors, fam. How do you know, fam? But they knew, fam, and they put on it straight away. They got approached before they even got in the gate, fam. Like, it was crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said, why should be doing that in London? Do you know how serious that is? Because it's hard to do that. Deep it. There's so much CCTV in this city, bro. Like, it's actually mad, bro. Like, man can't even just link a Jesus, fam, without being on camera, bro. Like, could you imagine you want to link a Jesus? You can't. It's on cams. You want to go and fucking, I don't even know, fam. Like, you want to go and just, like, I don't even know, you spit your gum out your car, fam. You probably can get fined, fam. There's that many cameras.
Really monitor police activity just to make sure they're safe. This includes waiting outside police stations to record police number plates, placing spotters around the area to warn of police presence, and even gathering police officers' information on social media to pose threats towards them. One officer noted that members were hanging out the back of their police station, and they were actively taking pictures of him while writing down his number plate, which I guess is mainly an intimidation tactic. But it's not just their drug operation which has made Malistrip catch some attention. Their beef with rival gangs in the area is probably one of the most active in London, especially in 2018 and 19, when there was a lot of tit for tat war going on. So much back and forth that I can't even put it.
Did a spin and then you get a backhand when you got banged. That is cold.
Especially in 2018 and 19, when there was a lot of tit for tat war going on. So much back and forth that I can't even put it all into one vid. But let's go back to 2017, when an affiliate of Malistrip was stabbed to death in Walthamstow. So his name was Elijah Donnelly, and he was a talented footballer, but obviously started getting involved in the street life. Elijah and his friend was walking down the street at night on May 7th, 2017. People say he was trapping that night in the area, but either way, two members of the Boomin gang, Ezra Soares and Morgan Mockford, spotted the two while they were riding out on their bicycles. The pair then hid behind the telephone.
Wait. But I swear the Beaumont crew are blessed with Malistrip. Even though they split, because there was, unless it's just saying the gang, because they said the Green Gang Alliance. I'm not even bugging them, man. Let me see where the picture's gone. Mum's, there was a picture. Where is it? This one. Fam, the Green Gang Alliance, Beaumont crew, and Malistrip, they're all in an alliance. How's that? So why are they beefing now? Am I bugging?
Stabbed actually managed to run to a nearby shisha bar called Arabian.
My bad, I went a bit ahead, my bad.
17. People say he was trapped that night in the area, but either way, two members of the Boomin gang, Ezra Soares and Morgan Mockford, spotted the two while they were riding out on their bicycles. The pair then hid behind the telephone box and leaped out and stabbed Elijah in the stomach, hitting the main artery and causing his intestines to start falling out. Elijah, after being stabbed, actually managed to run to a nearby shisha bar called Arabian Nights, but died 2 hours later from blood loss, while his friend managed to escape unharmed. And his killers have actually had a lot of previous convictions from carrying knives mainly, which poses the question, do you guys think there should be harsher sentencing for knife possession? One of their attackers have actually previously been caught with a knife in 6 separate occasions. So maybe if the police had dealt with him earlier,
Elijah, man, how do you even justify that to the family, bro? You caught this guy with a knife 6 times, bro. How many times till you learn your damn lesson, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times? I get what you're saying. Like, I don't even know how you argue against that now. Cause at the same time, I don't think harsher sentences are gonna stop people doing it, but bro, sometimes you gotta take the menaces off the street, bro. When you look at it like that, 6 times. 6 he got caught, but he's not even good at not getting caught. And then he ends someone with a knife, bro. I don't know how you justify that to the family.
actually previously been caught with a
You might have
knife
to do the Somali thing with the blood money thing, you might have to do that.
in 6 separate occasions. So maybe if the police had dealt with him earlier, Elijah might have not had to lose his life. Both attackers were sent to life at prison at the age of 18. So in around 20 seconds of confrontation, 3 young boys now lost their lives. Anyway, this really started to ignite the feud in the area, where it saw some tit for tat from both areas. But unfortunately on March 2018, it was clear that this feud had now spiraled out of control. 3 Malistrip members, Loic Nagiz, Hamza Ohak, and a 16-year-old boy that can't be named, were riding out on the Ots block for revenge, when they mistook a man called Joseph William Torres for a gang member called Samuel Hunter, and shot him dead in his van in the Walthamstow, East London. Which is obviously always sad to hear when an innocent person gets caught up in stuff like this. But when you compare the two, they actually look hella similar. Like the same race, the same facial features.
Nah, true say they do, you know. They even got their same mini gold. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Bro didn't even want to look like that. He just was born like that and he got emmed off for it, fam. They actually look mad similar.
Features and height is scary. And interestingly, the 2 murderers of Joseph were actually caught breaking into the home of Israel Sokaz, the 18-year-old who was convicted of killing Elijah, who I mentioned before. The day after they broke
Rest in peace Elijah as well, man. Forgot to say.
into his house, the 2 members actually shot up an amusement arcade when they believed they saw Morgan Motford, the other killer of Elijah. So you could already start to see where the links are between these murders, and how the first murder of Elijah has now ignited the mistaken identity killing of Joseph. It also shows how dedicated the pair was to revenge. They were still looking for revenge months after the murder. Anyway, that pair is now locked up for life. After this, the war in the area started going crazy. In one incident, a member of a local gang called Priory Court was riding out looking for Malistrip members, and chased 4 members with a loaded gun, a knife, and ammonia, while they hid in the off-license. Ammonia is basically acid, and what some gang members would do was squirt it into rivals' faces, leaving scars, and causing their face to peel off, if strong enough. But yeah, Daniel was caught doing this and was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and was actually caught running 2 county line operations while in prison. Like, you've really got to be a serious...
Man said while in prison he was running county lines. This guy, man, Trapper of the Year, fam. Brother, did he learn from Nines, fam? Fucking hell, 2 county lines while he's in the jailhouse. But isn't even there to verify shit's happening, fam. How are you running that? That's, bro, imagine this guy was just in the right environment, fam. With the right people around him, bro. Bro could have run a business properly, bro. If you could run county lines from jail, bro, you can run a business, bro, if you're taught correctly, fam.
And was actually caught running 2 county line operations while in prison. Like, you've really got to be a serious boss to run a whole drug operation while being locked in prison. But the one murder that really started to shine light on this whole situation was the murder of 14-year-old Jaden Mealy. On the 9th of January 2018, Malistrip members stole a Mercedes and rid out to the Booming Boys territory. They caught 14-year-old Jaden riding around on his moped when he was out dealing drugs, and drove the car at him at a high speed and pretty much killed him instantly from impact. The Malistrip members then jumped out the car and stabbed Jaden 9 times even though he was already dead, then fled away from the scene. One of these killers being 19-year-old Ayub, who was sentenced to die for the murder. Ayub is a classic example of a kid who has had a troubled childhood, who was then groomed into joining the gang. His father died while young, and he was put into foster care, and worked under a Malistrip county line operation. And now this young man has now got to spend the majority of his life behind bars. Now when most people think about the group Malistrip, the rapper Richie comes to mind the most. He pretty much set the platform for the group with his song Bingo, and put his younger members on like Baby Maine, who is now doing numbers. And just a side note, I think Richie is a seriously underrated rapper. Like, I don't think he's really got the recognition that he deserves. Well, allegedly...
Facts, man. But yeah, Richie left the game, innit? So it is what it is, but bro, so underrated. I genuinely think he had the ability to go onto a CB level, them man SJ level type of hype, fam. He had the whole set, the history, the name, do you know what I mean? The notoriety, all them things, the flow, the wordplay. Brother was special, fam. Even most of his tracks that are even out, bro, they're not even really official releases, bro. And the quality he shows is sick. Imagine the guy at proper production in today's type of tech, fam. It would have been mad.
I don't know, I think Richie is a seriously underrated rapper. Like, I don't think he's really got the recognition that he deserves. Well, allegedly, Richie was involved in a double murder of 2 drug dealers back in 2014.
Wow.
Now, this isn't actually all confirmed, and it's kind of just speculations. But Richie talks a lot in his lyrics how he beat a crazy case, and the timelines kind of match up. So in 2014, a group of 7 Malistrip members stabbed to death 2 rival drug dealers in the East London area of Leytonstone. 4 were found guilty and 3 were found not guilty. But one member actually fled to Algeria straight after the murder. 5 years later, in 2019, this same member returned to the UK to clear his name, quote unquote, and was put on trial, and was eventually found not guilty of the double murder. And this was
Bro flew out, came back, and beat the case. Yeah, if he did that, yeah, then I think suspects could do it, fam. He could probably do it. I mean, they went and got suspect, which is a bit different, and it was from Kenya, not Algeria, which is probably a bit harder. But fam, man flew out. That's automatically implies you're guilty. He didn't come back for 5 years, and you still beat it. How?
Same year that Richie burst onto the drill scene, where he mentions he beat a case. Obviously he was found not guilty for the murder, so if it was him or not, either way the person managed to beat the case. But if you actually type in Richie on YouTube, you'll see all of his original songs are gone. He just straight re-uploads on there. He put a message on his Insta pretty much saying he's stepping away from the gang life and is now devoting his life to...
I've never seen this. It's Richie. Want to clear up all the talk of my name. Firstly, yes, fair enough. I've quit music, deleted my Instagram account and my music. Reason simply because I saw a light at the end of the tunnel, and alhamdulillah, Allah has helped me to do this. I ask everyone to please respect my decision and delete my own music. I also not go by the name Richie. Thank you, Richie. Deleting this post on account in 30 days. Any account made after the 8th of December 2020 is fake. All the accounts there are fake too. Mad.
Islam, which is why he deleted all the videos. Which if that is the case, then congrats to him. It takes a lot to step out of that life and start fresh. So best of luck to him, and I hope he continues to follow that path. Whether that's actually the case or not, who knows though. We'll have to see. If you haven't noticed as well, none of these Malistrip murderers are actually Somali. Even the Ayub was half Irish and Moroccan. So it just goes to show, even though the gang is called Malistrip, the gang is quite diverse. So in this video, I probably named around 5 to 10 people under the age of 20 who have either lost their life or freedom to the streets. Obviously we have sad cases like Ayub, who have had unfortunate starts to life, which has led them to make stupid decisions, which I'm sure he now regrets. But guys, cases like this are becoming way too common now. If you're watching this video and are starting to associate with some sort of gang activity or rivalries, then just stop now, please. If you're already fully involved, then fair enough, maybe you can't be saved anymore. But this is a message to the young people who want to start getting involved or are slowly starting to get involved. Stop while you can now. These people who you think are your brothers and have got you for life, spend 5 years in prison and see which one will still be picking up your calls or sending you money. Ask someone who's doing life in prison right now, how many of his friends are still sending him money? Well, all these people in this video are now...
Bro, I don't know about that, because some man will still show love, but bro, it's kind of true. No one's gonna send you money for 30 years, fam. That's just true, man. Yeah, and the saddest thing is, yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of these guys ain't even got a driver's license, man. They ain't even had a girlfriend before, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're never gonna have a wife unless they come out when they're 50 or something, bro. Like, old man, are you like, bro? You're never gonna have a gorgeous wife. You're never gonna have like, probably never gonna have children. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna be the end, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never gonna have a whip, a phone. You're gonna miss out on your youth, your fun. Do you know what I mean? All the good times you could have with your friends and stuff. Like, all these things, man. You're gonna come out when the race is nearly done, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Wasting your time in the cell. That's really what it is, man. It's sad though, but at the same time, it's deeper than that, though. Do you know what I mean? No one willingly wants to be there. Yet every day is niggas going in there for shit. So it shows life is a madness, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Life is a madness. But that's enough from, do you know what I mean, Pastor Sec, philosophical Sec. It's humble thing, man.
Now spending 20 years plus in prison, their old friends or gang members, whatever you want to call them, will all be getting on with their lives, starting a family, getting a job, going on holiday, while you're stuck in the box because you wanted to ride out for them same friends. Elijah's mum, who I talked about earlier in this video, says she still can't sleep at night after 3 years of her son's murder. Every day she goes to bed thinking her son will magically walk through the door and the nightmare will be done. Do you want to put someone's mother through that? And more importantly, do you want to put your own mother through that? Anyway guys, that wraps up today's video. Put in the comments what you want me to cover next. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, man. Fam, that last bit from Kid Nerd was facts though, man. I think that's the most important message we can take from this video, do you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, on a serious thing, man, do you know what I mean? If you're on the roads and that, man, come on, man, you need to do your best to hop off it, man, car. It's crazy out here, man, do you know what I mean? Niggas will really do life. Life is life, it's a 4-letter word. But that shit is long, bro, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be in a cell getting, do you know what I mean, that dry prison food, fam, do you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, Richard got out of it. I'm happy for him, bro. Even though the music thing is sad that we ain't getting the music. I wish we could, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you like, comment, share. Let me know what you thought of the video and have a discussion down below in the comment section. So any suggestions you want me to check out as well in the comment section too. Go check out my Spotify playlist and my Amazon affiliate link in the description box as well. The Spotify playlist has been recently updated with bangers. So make sure you go check that one out. And last but definitely not least, smash that red subscribe button, hit that post notification bell as well. Go follow all my socials. And it's your boy Sex, the Set Pack. And I'm out. Sure.